Tinubu sued to courts on August 6, 2023 in a significant development. The Socioeconomic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP. Yes, SERAP initiated legal action against President Bola Tinubu due to alleged lapses in transparency regarding the utilization of funds resulting from the removal of fuel subsidy on premium motor spirits (PMS), commonly known as petrol. The lawsuit, formally documented, was lodged in the Federal High Court situated in Lagos. The impetus behind this legal move stemmed from emerging reports that the Nigerian government had amassed a staggering 400 billion naira in savings within a mere span of 4 weeks subsequent to the decision to eliminate the first subsidy petrol. SERAP, an organization renowned for advocating socioeconomic rights and governmental accountability, is calling for an order of mandamus with the purpose of compelling President Tinubu to disclose comprehensive details pertaining to the allocation and expenditure of these accumulated funds. Central to the lawsuit is SERAP's request for transparency and the assertion that the government ought to provide an electoral or elaborate account of the 400 billion naira funds saved due to the subsidy removal on May 29, 2023. The legal action underscores a fundamental tenet of accountability and the imperative for the government to furnish citizens with clear and accessible insights into how public funds are managed and utilized for the betterment of the nation. The lawsuit's significance lies not only in its pursuit of financial transparency but also in its broader implications for governance and public trust. In an era where governmental accountability is of paramount importance, the case exemplifies the vigilant role civil society organizations play in upholding democratic values and ensuring that leaders are held answerable for their actions. The legal endeavor highlights the ongoing dialogue between civil society, the public, and the government regarding fiscal responsibility and the management of public resources. As the case unfolds, it is likely to spark discussions about the nonsense of transparency, the role of citizens in demanding accountability, and the broader ramifications for Nigeria's socio-economic landscape. Ultimately, the outcome of this lawsuit has the potential to set a precedent for the level of financial transparency expected from those in positions of power, reinforcing the principles of good governance and open administration. Most times I always hear people say, oh, this syrup, they are always swing. There's no success to their swing, that they are only just to sue. If that is how some people see it, I think it's a good thing as well, meaning that at least they are bringing the consciousness of Nigerians to what is happening, that the government does not have the right to just be doing whatever they are doing. You know, the reason why most of the time people feel that a syrup is not making wave is because of the corruption and the people who are supposed to, the institution that are supposed to look into all these things and make sure they give a good and correct judgments. They are compromised in one way or the other. Not all of them, but most of the time, some of them are compromised. And it seems that the syrup is not doing anything. But to a very large extent, it is not true that they have not been successful in most of their suing or whatever. Because this issue of those who are getting double pension, gratuity, and what have you, all those politicians, after serving as a governor, you go as a minister, you begin to collect all those things. At least they've been able to shed more light on that, which I believe that they won that case. So even if they are not winning the case, in my opinion, it's always good to bring the consciousness and let Nigerians, let it be documented. This and this and this and that. And if any particular government institution that they are being sued and cannot come out and verify and explain themselves and clear themselves. At least it will be documented that at your own time something of this nature happened. Of course, you know that internet does not forget. Mm. You didn't tell us what he said that he used the money for. Mm. Okay. Now only English I just dey see for there. He did not, my brother. These are news gathered from bus stop where Shekpe is the wine of the day. We don't tell una before say Tinubu na thief, but you people don't believe us. Agberu, what did he use the money for? That is what made me to get involved. Sarah, good morning. So if you are looking for transparency, you want to ask Tinubu for one, who has been a crook from the one, who crooks his way into the seat will show transparency. I'm sorry, all of you are going to see his crook. His crook. It's just the same thing. People be asking him, and Tinubu won't fight corruption. Forget it. They even they chop and stuff. You know, all the money that they chop, they say, you know, even they show for their body. Nobody say they do any better thing for their body. So, guys, let's say your opinion and that your take on this. Thank you.